To this Let's Play of The Last Remnant. Last time we hunted down Prometheus, the rank 2 monster for the Union of the Golden Chalice. This time we're going after the rank 3 one, which is Ore Cruncher. Ore Cruncher, like Prometheus, there's not really any good way to tell if he's spawned other than just checking his spawn point. He's not that far in. He's even closer to the entrance than Prometheus was. Prometheus took me about 3 tries to spawn, this guy's took me 2. And the first time I actually got a different rare that I killed, and I got the drop that I would have to sort of farm this guy for, but which is an over encore. I don't know why I care, but I do.
Let's do this!
And like Prometheus, this guy isn't terribly hard. In fact, he should probably be kind of a pushover, because for once I'm not using steel farm. I'll see if he lasts. Probably not gonna last with this one. I was thinking maybe you could paralyze me.
There is no limit to my strengths.
Yeah, I'm actually just gonna keep him whole. I don't need any of his parts. But wasn't that easy? Anyway, I'm just going to meet you back out on the map. The next target for our ranking is in Nagapur, in the Aqueducts. So you have to have done the Slaver's Quest before you can actually come into this area. This next monster is a little more challenging, as in just tedious. Unfortunately, he's quite a ways into the Aqueducts, so you can't just run right in. Though there does appear to be a sort of an easy indicator. Just for reference, off to the right there is, I think it's like Mermaid's Barrel, chest, which has just a crafting component which we'll need for another guild task. I'll get it off screen. It's just, I'm probably going to have to fight some monsters to get to it. There's a little bit of a puzzle there, but it's more or less you just have to go up, hit a switch, and then backtrack. The thing we're looking for is called Death Tank. It's a crab. It looks just like any other crab, but there's one distinctive thing about it. He won't spawn while you're here as part of the mission. He probably won't spawn as well. I don't think he spawns when you're in this part of UFO or the slave trader. You have to go past the point where you stop the slave traders. So the first indication that he is not here is that central area in the first place. If there are the little guys running around the helmet of the city, those are a good sign. If they're the big birds,
let's do this!
Or nothing, actually, is also an option. This can be just an excavation point there. That's also a bad sign. But as long as there's just those little guys running, and they may work on other things. The spawn is not really well understood, but it does at least cover. It works when they're not in the city. The other indication that he's not there is when you come into the waterway, you see a little ferry that's an indication. They can take his place in the spawn.
I feel stronger than before!
Anyway, I'll grab that mermaid's barrel on my way out, and I think that's about it for this episode. But there's one last thing to do for rank 5, and it's fairly easy, so see that. Actually, I looked at the time, and wow, there's Those fights were really short. So I'm going to show how to do this puzzle over at the central sluice with her. We're just to the... This is the place where you come in on the map, down at the bottom there. And if I get into any fights, I'll just do them all screen. But the key to this puzzle is not... The bridges here are not so much about being bridges, it's about them being barriers. So you have to move the barriers out of the way. That one is a barrier in its initial position, and a bridge where it needs. So that sort of both purposes. Though you do actually walk across this one, just one. So once you've made that little switch, just go down here. And this place, that place I just walked through is where the first bridge was. The first bridge I moved was. And there's a chest here. That guy's angry at me, so I'm gonna have to think about this. And there's the Remnant, which you need for the first task for, well, it's really the ancient castle, whatever it is. Silly monster, you can't get me now. You're stuck. However, that may be a problem. No, actually no, I don't need to move that other one. You cannot move the platform while there's a monster on it. If you really were trapped in that situation, all you have to do is just walk near it. You can essentially engage monsters from multiple levels below, as long as you're with sort of horizontal distance. And then we just traipse on out of here. Just getting that out of the way while we're here. The rank 5 for Union of the Golden Chalice, I'll show part of it. Part of it is just dragon fights. Well, I guess they're slightly different dragon fights. But I'm going to be doing it all in Mystic Seal formation, so they're going to be very tedious. The last thing we need to do is fight Burnhilders at Mount Vackle. The spawn conditions are pretty much the same as Spirit Beast Ren as far as the first area is concerned. You have to go... Let me see. We're back at the top of Mount Vackle, and here's a Burnhilder. They can also spawn in one other spot, which is down here in this location, right to the left as you start the first map, the second map. Their spawn conditions are kind of random. They're not too hard to find, but they are kind of, I mean, they're not as bad as Spirit Beast Ren, but they're not easy either. I've turned off Mystic Seal formation. I'm just going to fight this guy the good old-fashioned way. Fortunately, I encountered one already while hunting for Spirit Beast Ren, so... And, like Myze, and like the Ancient Dragon, he uses Predation, which can insta-kill a character. His more annoying attacks are things like Grenade Impact, which... lots of damage. It's not... there's nothing special about them, they're just... deadly. Other than that, they're fairly typical. I mean, they multi-deadlock 3, and they have quite a few hit points, not easy ones. They're interesting enough to fighting one under seal formation. Probably would take a good long while. I don't know that it would be hard, but it would certainly be tedious. He doesn't seem to use the end of round breath wail quite as often as... Oh, he can also cast effects here. It's not really as important when it hits you as when it hits enemies, but it's there. Barely survived that. Dragon with Dragon Crush.
Sweet! I've gotten a little stronger.
I hope I've grown stronger than
new
before.
mystic art. What a glorious day!
Anyway, that's the last thing we need for rank 5 in Union of the Golden Chalice. And I'm going to go hand that in. There's also a few other things that I've picked up that I'm going to hand in at the same time. There are a couple of guild tasks which require you to have specific weapons. Except they don't require you to have specific weapons. They require somebody in your party to have specific weapons. What they probably intended for you to do was build the weapons. And there are a couple cases where we're going to have to do that. But in some cases you can be kind of clever about how you do it. And just recruit soldiers that already, or in some cases just leaders you're not going to use, who happen to have the weapons you're looking for. So we can hand in that by having that. And we get the Albica City Weekly, which we needed, and we've, you know, completed a couple other things. That Eye of Oath will... all of the eye items will spawn new unique monsters, which I'll bother to kill. They were DLC on the Xbox 360 version. Here, you have to complete guild tasks before they'll show up. So, we'll probably do one of those next time. See you then.